Hi, I'm Bob Walker. I'm from MPBS, and I'm backstage for the first Full Sail Hall of Fame music festival, and I'm here with Beebs and her Moneymakers. And welcome to the first ever.
Hey, we're excited to be here.
Cool.
This is the best day ever.
I'd like you to introduce yourselves and maybe introduce the band and tell us what you play and what you do.
Well, I'm Bob. No, I'm just kidding.
No, he's Bob.
No,
No,
I'm
you're,
Bob.
oh, you're
He's
Bob.
Bob.
Okay, sorry. I understand the question now. I'm Beebs.
Right.
I sing and play kazoo.
I'm Bob. I play the drums. Oh no, wait.
No, you're Paul.
I'm Paul. I play the drums.
Love Lady guitar.
I'm Ducky. I slap at the bass.
I'm Bucky, I play the trumpet.
I'm E-Money. I play the saxophone and flute.
Great. So it sounds like an interesting mix, especially with the kazoo right up front there. And,
Yeah.
So what are some of your influences?
I would say John Stamos is probably my first
big
major
one.
influence. John Stamos is huge, and I really
He influences all of us.
I listen to a lot of the Kids Bop. Like they're like the Now 5 and 6 and 7, but Kids Bop.
Oh, they're bigger than.
They're bigger than the Now
Yeah.
series, but
I think it's Wow. Is the kids.
no, that's like the Christian one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So George Clinton,
Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson,
Prince.
Prince.
Friendship.
Is a huge inspiration.
Who's that guy? The painter with the.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
big.
He's
He
another
inspires
really
me.
good-
He inspires
Such
me
a
every day.
patience and such a vision. You know, that's really.
That's
impactful.
yeah. That's kind of where we got our drive from.
When you
Happy
make a
trees.
mistake, you
It's
can
where we
just-
get our energy,
Yeah.
our stage energy. comes
Right?
from
What'd you say,
Bob
Bucky?
Ross. Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
When you make a mistake, you can just call it a bird. It's really
Call it a bird.
Yeah,
just paint
exactly,
happy
yeah.
trees. Yeah. No big deal.
Now it's
Well,
good.
Bird.
Since we're going into the art realm, I noticed that you guys have a comic book as well. So talk a little bit about the mix of the music and the other art and things that you have going on as a band.
Well, we do have a comic book. We are working on another issue right now. It's about our adventures with John Stamos, and how he plays such a huge role in our superhero missions. And we also have BAM TV, which is our YouTube series, and then we've now progressed into BAM TV Live, which is a show about nothing, and it's amazing.
It's a live stream.
It's live stream, interactive. You can call in. We can make jokes together. We'll virtually hug you.
Right.
It's pretty
It's
cool.
new technology.
It's new technology. Virtual hugs.
But it's comforting.
Yeah.
So you're actually kind of leading right into some of the next questions. A lot of our students in MPBS are online, so they're virtual and on the computer. And how has the technology influenced what you do and how you've worked with it as a band?
Well, it's been a little bit difficult to adapt to the technology of Earth because we're not from here.
We're otherworldly.
And we're
limited.
So it was a little bit of a transition because technology is a little bit farther behind here. So it was almost like relearning kindergarten, I would say.
Well, it was the first time
It was-
for kindergarten 'cause I never went to.
Yeah, well, you didn't go to school, but it was difficult to relearn technology, and we don't have Facebook or Twitter or Instagram where we're from. It's just
Right.
It's in your mind.
Telepathic.
yeah, it's all telepathic, so it makes it a lot easier, less pads to carry around.
Yeah, but technology makes it pretty. It's pretty good. We're able to reach out to our fans and talk to people.
Yeah, we're able to link up with other
Nice.
superheroes pretty effectively, which is our main goal. So it's pretty good.
So musically, what kind of training have you had, or any practicing or any formal training?
I'm pretty sure we all just came out like good at what we do. Like that's part of our superhero.
Yeah, I popped out like this.
He just popped out,
With a-
boom,
with a guitar in
shredding
my
on
hand.
guitar.
Right.
It was
amazing.
He actually still plays the same guitar that he was born with.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Another
I haven't
bird.
even cleaned it yet once.
Yeah.
Training, self-taught.
self-taught,
Right from the streets.
Self-born from the streets.
Yes.
The
Oh
streets
yeah,
of
the
universe.
streets was my education.
I was kissed on the cheek by Sam Rivers and instantly.
Oh.
Boom.
he
She was
transferred
blessed.
Done.
some skill to me.
You know, he hugged me, so I might have gotten a little
Maybe
something.
that's where you got it. You didn't know.
You know,
it.
I
So with all the
Yeah.
telepathic powers that you have and your superpowers, what's the songwriting process that you have? Are you guys like all separate and do it all around from different places around the universe, or do you get together in the same room and do it together? Or?
Well,
That's a good question.
it usually starts with Love Lady and I, and then we transfer our thoughts to everyone else. Like, hey, this is what we're thinking, and then
And we all
it's
just work it out.
We just work
Yeah.
it out.
yeah.
It's pretty magical, actually.
Yeah. It's like interpreting, like Love Lady gets the message from the spirits, and then he calls Beebs in, and then we try
She
our
tells the
best.
story.
I tell the
Yeah,
story.
and we try our best to interpret the message.
Yeah.
It's like converting to like metric or something. You know, you have to put it in a form that people understand.
Yeah.
MP3.
Yeah.
How much
Flat.
time do you put into your songwriting, just in the songwriting process as a group?
Like, well, most of the songs we're playing tonight we wrote last week.
They're quick and easy for us. They
I would
just
say-
roll right out.
Yeah, if they come easy, those are the good ones. So if we have to work too hard on one, usually we
Yeah, if we have to spend too much time on one, we know it's gonna suck. We just move past it.
Yeah.
Go on to what comes about
It
fast.
should be natural.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's like a natural birth. You don't want to like.
Like a good Wi-Fi
You don't
signal.
want to. You know.
Yeah, it's not like a thought process. It's just an act of doing it, and then there it is.
Boom. Yeah.
So what's it like working, I know you guys are local, what's it like in the local scene here in Orlando?
That's awesome.
It's awesome. There's a bunch of really awesome music coming out of Orlando. Has been coming out of Orlando. You have like Thomas Wynn and the Believers, Soul of the Sound, Legendary JCs, Kaylee Baker.
The list goes on and on
The
and
list goes
on.
on and on. There's a ton of awesome music from
Good
Orlando.
talent, yeah.
Now you guys getting ready to embark on a tour outside of Orlando as well?
We are. We did Vans Warped Tour last year, and we're about to do Vans Warped Tour again this year. And before Warped Tour, we'll be doing a run with our good friends Real Big Fish and Suburban Legends. So that'll be pretty fun. We're excited.
Where do you see record labels or management or any type of agents or anything in the role of Beebs and the Moneymakers?
We have a booking agent, and that's pretty much it. With the technology of Earth and being able to put a song out like instantly and the whole world can hear it, distribution's not as necessary as it used to be. Therefore, labels aren't as necessary as it used to be, and we're a pretty good power team. Everyone has responsibilities, and everyone
make it
works
happen.
really hard, and we just make it happen. So as far as management goes, there's not a huge need for it right now because
Well, there's management. We just do it ourselves. We
Yeah.
are the
It's all
management.
We are
Self-management. Yeah.
self-managed.
Everything now except for booking is in-house. Eric and I went to Full Sail for music business,
All
as a matter of fact.
Yeah, they did. They
So
did.
that knowledge has been helpful, and then everyone else's just telepathic instincts really work
And
out.
we've been working. It's awesome to play the first Full Sail Festival because our first music video was done by students and teachers of Full Sail.
From that
Several.
right out there.
And our second.
Yeah, right out there. Several.
our third.
And our second and our third. I mean, and I
All
come
the
and
other ones.
speak to some classes at Full Sail sometimes. So it's really awesome to have it all come full circle and get to play the very first Full Sail Music Festival.
Well, so for students who are starting out for our program, starting out to be producers and wanting to get involved in working with this technology, do you have any advice for them on how to get success that you've had with your
Stay
band?
20 steps ahead of everyone else.
Push it hard.
Push yourself so hard you didn't even know you could go there, because that's what's going to keep you working super hard is what's going to keep you relevant. It's what's going to, and being super nice to people. Don't be really good and be a jerk. That just doesn't work. It's not a good look. Stay humble, and just work really hard and always show what you're made of instead of talking about it, because that's ultimately what will get you the jobs.
Great.
What I've learned from you is not to be afraid to ask. I mean, to walk right up to somebody that it might have an influence or influential and just ask.
You got a
Ask for their
50-50
help.
shot. They're
Ask
going to
if
say
they-
yes or no.
Yeah.
And she's proven that if you just show that you have determination and you're a hard worker and you've got a product that's marketable, that just ask and you have a really good shot of
Yeah.
getting help.
Yeah, people like helping people.
Right now, we owe a lot to Kevin Lyman. That's why we're doing a lot of what we're doing right now. So, and that was a connection made from a gig that was that we're like, okay, we have to do this gig. It's happening, and then he was randomly there. Like, always go for it. Just never say no. Say yes to everything, unless it's hardcore drugs or
Say no to hardcore
or
drugs.
breaking
Say yes to
breaking
everything
in,
good for you.
carjacking. Don't
Hardcore
say
drugs.
yes to those things.
Say no to hardcore drugs.
Don't say yes to hardcore drugs. Or
Right, say no to hardcore.
Yeah,
I just like
or
that you specify
being-
hardcore.
Jacking.
well, yeah.
Vitamin C, I'm all
Tylenol's
about it.
good,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Multivitamins.
I don't even like Tylenol or aspirin.
Potassium. I like potassium.
Potassium's okay. You can do potassium.
Great. Well, I appreciate it. I know you guys are getting ready for your set, and I'm looking forward to hearing you guys out there.
Thanks, Bob.
So I thank you for taking the time to do this
Thank
interview
you so
for us.
much,
for our
Bob.
group.
Super high
Thank
fives
you.
all around.
I'm Bob Walker with Beebs and their Moneymakers here at the Hall of Fame Music Festival.
Thank you.